Hi Stampers, this is Dawn and today we're going to make this beautiful peacock card. This card was made by Chris Miller. She brought it for our Glitter Queens retreat for our shoebox swap a couple weeks ago. And we all fell in love with how beautiful this card turns out. Oh my gosh, and so easy. So we all love your card, Chris. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let me give you the measurements of the card. So we're using the blueberry bushel. This is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. Then another piece of blueberry bushel, and this is cut at 4 by 5.25. Then, now what was brilliant about Chris's card, let me show you again. She used pieces of the foil. So if you're a demonstrator and you're doing this in a class, this is going to be perfect because you're going to utilize the designer paper and also the foil sheets to its optimal usage. So you're not going to be wasting anything for this card. So let's go ahead and give you the measurements of the strips. So this is the Noble Peacock designer paper, and this is the blueberry bushel, and then this piece is the old olive. So you're going to need two pieces cut at 3/4 by 5.25, and then this piece is cut at 2 by 5.25. And then you're going to need two pieces of the Noble Peacock foil sheet, and these are also cut at 3/4 by 5.25. Now let me show you here in the catalog the suite. So now this is on page 25 in the annual catalog. And there's a suite and also a bundle, so I don't want you to be confused. So when you're looking at the suite, you're going to get the bundle, which is the stamp set and the framelit, which is this right here. And remember, when you purchase these together, you'll save 10%. So you're going to get the bundle and the suite. So the suite is listed at the very top right here. So you're going to get the bundle, which is the stamp set and the framelit. Then you're going to get the embossing folder. Then you're going to get the designer paper and the foil sheet from the Noble Peacock, the ribbon, and then also the rhinestones, which are what we're also using on today's card. So you can get all those products with one easy button, and it's listed right here. That's for the suite to purchase everything in this Noble Peacock Suite. Then right down here is the Royal Peacock Bundle, which is just the dies and also the stamp set. So if you just want those and save 10%, you can also get them. And they're also available, everything is available individually as well. Okay, so I just wanted to explain that a little bit. Okay, so then I also used the stitch-shaped dies, and I used the, I think it was the second largest circle right here. So I cut that out already. And what's nice is the stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set. Let me show you here. So you can see exactly where to stamp on your Whisper White piece there. All right, so let's go ahead and put our card together. It's so easy. So we're going to start with the 4 by 5.25 piece. We're going to take our Noble Peacock designer paper, the 3/4 strips of the blueberry bushel first, and we're going to put the liquid glue. I'm sure you have heard me talk about one of my glitter queens, Chris Miller. She was the one that got us all loving this liquid glue. She brings it to every retreat, and we love it. So we're just going to put the blueberry bushel strips along the edge. And that's what's awesome about the liquid glue, because you can put it on there and you can scoot it to position it just perfectly. I'm going to take the other one and put this on this side over here. Once again, lining it up perfectly. Okay. Then we're going to take the old olive strips, and this is from the Noble Peacock foil paper. Once again, we're going to use the liquid glue. Okay, now this time we're going to butt this up against the blueberry bushel. Oh, it looks like I didn't cut this at 5.25, so I will trim that when we get this layer done here. Put this one on, because assuming this one didn't get cut down either. Put this right up to that designer paper. Right on the edge, just like that. All right, let me grab my scissors. Okay, so we're just going to trim this off. Just like that. So that was an easy fix. Okay, so now for this piece of old olive with the designer paper, we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. Okay, and this is going to go over top of the blueberry bushel cardstock, which is showing through right here in the middle. Now what is nice is, like I mentioned before, and how you're not wasting any of the foil paper. So this is actually another strip of the old olive foil paper, so you can utilize that for multiple cards. So we're just going to cover that up with this designer paper here with the old olive, just like that. And that's going to be the layer on the front of your card. And of course we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. Okay, so I don't think I actually popped this layer up when we were making this card with Chris. I just think it gives it like a whole nother level of dimension when you're adding the dimensionals to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our Big Shot. We're gonna do some die cutting. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to cut out this peacock. Okay, so I'm gonna use the peacock and then also the leaf here, or this feather. We're gonna use the old olive for the feather. Okay, well, it already came out. Look how easy that came out. So awesome. And then here's the leaf. Let me show you. So nice. All right, so let me scoop this peacock up off of the plate. Look how beautiful that is. And then seriously, all the little tiny pieces in the peacock just either pop out by themselves, or you can just run your finger across the pieces and they pop out so easily. Or you can again use your Big Shot die brush or the take your pick tool with the brush attachment and just pop all these little pieces out. It's so easy. All right, so let's go ahead and move the Big Shot. Okay, so let's bring in our card again. We got our peacock, and then the feather is going to go on the inside, which is with the piece of Whisper White, and I'll get that here in a second. Let's go ahead and stamp our greeting. Okay, so this is the Whisper White piece with the stitch-shaped dies, and we're going to use the Blueberry Bushel Classic ink, and we're going to stamp So Very Proud of You. I'm going to stamp this over to the left-hand side, and what's nice is the peacock will kind of straddle around that, just like that. Isn't that beautiful? So we're going to put a little bit of adhesive, which is that liquid glue, at the very top and probably the main body of the peacock. Okay, don't need a lot. I'm just going to position the peacock right over here to the right-hand side of the greeting. Okay, and grab that piece of Whisper White. Okay, so here's the Whisper White piece. I'm going to go ahead and put snail on this. Okay, and then this little feather here, I'm going to add some more liquid glue to that. It doesn't have to be covered, the whole feather, just little sections of it. Just tap it with the glue tip of the applicator. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and set this on the inside. Just kind of bringing in that shiny foil paper to the inside of the card to kind of match the beautiful front of the card. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put our layer on the front. I'm going to use some dimensionals for that as well. Okay, this is going to go right on the front. Right there. Okay, then one more thing, we're going to add some rhinestones. And these are the Noble Peacock rhinestones. Hopefully the colors are showing up because they're so vibrant. So we're going to use 3 colors. I'm going to use, of course, the purple. As you all know, I love purple. Then we'll use the Blueberry Bushel. And then how about the pretty peacock color? So beautiful. I love your card, Chris. It's so gorgeous. And then here's the inside. So let me show you the other one. Now this is the one that we made at the retreat. So very similar. It's just I didn't pop this layer up. I just added the snail to the layer instead of popping this one up. And then here's the inside of that one. So beautiful. All right, so if you have any questions, just let me know, and then I'll also have all the items listed below. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye.